Okay guys, you're welcome back. I'm going to put a soup together for you, okay, to show you how easy it is to make a proper homemade soup type thing, as opposed to kind of just getting, you know, boiling up your water and putting in a packet of whatever soup mix you have in your press, whatever. We don't use soup mixes here in the thing. We make all our soups fresh. But if you have a good vegetable soup, and the reason why you cut everything I have on here, I had in my colon, okay? It's a way of using it up, okay? I like a blended soup. Some of our people that come into us like kind of soup left chunky. So what I've done, I've kind of cut it in cubes so that we can leave it chunky. So I'm going to leave it chunky for you and show you that. And then what I'm going to do is going to blitz it. And so we can have two different soups. If you decide you're leaving your soup chunky, you can add in a bit of powdered barley into it, or a few red split lentils or whatever, and that'll thicken it up or whatever for you, okay? Just because most people at home would be inclined to use a kind of packet soup, I'm going to put a small bit in here today just to show you, you know. So the main thing is that you get your vegetables into it, you get the flavour into it and everything else, okay? When we come in here to work in the morning, the first thing we do is put on a stock pot. So like any skins of onions and like that we have during the day, and then we strain off our stock and leave, and that's what gives us our base for our gravies and our soups and everything else, okay? I think it's often important to have a kind of, a couple of breast chicken cooked in your fridge at home type thing. If somebody comes on, you can put a wrap together. The kids come in, they're rushing off to, I don't know, do something else. I don't know, they won't be rushing off the minute, but when this is all over, I hope we'll still be kind of doing the cook and everything else. So they come home from football. So if you have breast chicken in your fridge, you can make a nice wrap for them. You're going to have your soup there. You can make this soup and it will last in your colon. Put it into like a Tupperware container or whatever, And then somebody wants a bowl of soup. So if you have a good breakfast in the morning, like the soda farls we done earlier, and with a poached egg or a grilled tomato or something, and then you have a bowl of soup and a wrap in the middle of the day around 1 o'clock, and then you're ready for your dinner in the evening, whatever it is, be it lasagna, be it a burger, be it the liver, whatever it is, So that's your 3 substantial meals in the day, okay? Soup can be a bit long-winded to make because there's a few stages to it. Basically, I have a pot of water on here boiling. I had a chicken breast there to use up the leftover, so I've put that into it to put a bit of flavour into it, okay? That's been boiling for 20 minutes, so the breast chicken is cooked, so I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to add this in. I'm going to show you what herbs will go in, and we'll let it boil away there for about 40-45 minutes, and then I will thicken it up a small bit. I will show you the chunky soup like a broth, and then I will blitz it to show you the smooth soup, okay? And if you have it there and things, it's very easy to ladle into a pot or a bowl into the microwave, and you heat it up, and you have a lovely little lunch. So I'll show you now what I'm doing next, okay? So basically, as I said here, rather than just cooking the breast chicken and throwing the water out, you'll get a bit of flavour out of the thing. It's just one breast chicken's all ahead in there. Like when we come in the morning, we put on a stock pot like this, and we put all the skins of our veg, like our carrots or peelings from, I wouldn't use anything like turnips or parsnips or anything, but skins of onions, skins of garlic, things like that. It gives great flavour, so it does. And so I've that breast chicken taken out there. Okay, basically in my cold room there today, I had to use up. I had some onion, there was half a tomato there, kind of going soft. So I said, I ain't throwing that out. Into the soup it goes. This is all about zero waste. I have a bit of garlic, I have some carrots, there's half a red onion there, there was 2 raw potatoes there, and there's some celery there, okay? So they're all the raw ingredients. If you've got a bit of something left over from dinner yesterday, like a bit of mashed potato, or a few carrots left over, or whatever vegetables over from dinner tomorrow, throw it into your soup. Don't waste, don't throw it out, okay? So basically, simple as pie, into your pot. If you don't have a stock, if you didn't cook the breast of chicken and everything else, don't worry about it. Just put everything on there. Now, some people would fry off their vegetables first, okay, and then add in your kind of flour into it, gluten-free flour or whatever, and then your water at the end, okay? This is going to be pure healthy. There is no butter in this, there's no oil in this, there's nothing, okay? So for anyone that's on Weight Watchers or Unislim or any of the other ones that's out there, and this is a great time at the minute, to get into a routine, to kind of look after your kind of health and your weight and everything else. Because you have healthy food, you have time to exercise, and there's some great online videos there. I know Andy Moore in Castlebar, one up there, it's 20 minutes, excellent. 5 minutes warm up, 15 minutes flat out, and you're done. Your exercise done for the day. If you want to go for a walk in the afternoon with the kids, bit of social distancing or whatever, but if you have your soup and your wrap for lunch, you have a healthy breakfast and you have a hearty dinner, you're laughing. So all my hard vegetables gone in there, okay? Courgettes, carrots, onions, 2 types of onions, garlic, potatoes, okay, they're all going in there. Okay, I'm putting in a pinch of cracked black pepper into that. I'm putting in a pinch of sea salt into that. I like to put in a few bay leaves into it, okay, and some mixed herbs. Okay, it gives flavour. Now, if you like your soups kind of, if you like your soups a bit warmer, you can put in like a few chilies into it. You can put a bit of cayenne pepper into it. You know, it's whatever your taste is. There's no hard and fast rule in making a soup. If you're making a tomato and basil soup, tomato and basil are the main ingredients, but you still have your onions in it and you can have your potatoes in it and all that. If you're making a leek and potato soup, it's leek and potato, but you'll also have some celery in it, so you will. And you'll have your onions in it. You'll have a bit of garlic in it. So it's important just to get as much vegetables in that as you can. Make it as nutritious as possible. Get your herbs and your seasons, whatever you like yourself. You know, if you like a bit of cumin, in with it. If you like caraway seeds, in with it. You know, we can add in lentils and split beans, so split peas, whatever. You know, and whatever you want to use up in it. Okay. So basically, that's gone on there. I'm putting a stock cube into that. Okay, for just to season it up. Just a small bit of salt gone in. Stock cube. So that's basically on there, boiling. I'm going to let that boil there for about 40 minutes. Okay. That's all there's to that. Okay. Then we're going to thicken it. We're going to let it cook out for about 10 minutes, and it's ready to serve. And then you can have that in your cold room, and anytime somebody comes in and says, I'm a bit hungry, give them a mug of soup, whatever. Do you know? So I'll come back to this when it's on about 40 minutes. Okay, guys? Thanks. Okay, guys, you're welcome back. Okay, normally at this stage, we would thicken up our soup here ourselves, but I'd like to be, I know at home people buy the packet soup and everything else, so I'm just going to show you, rather than just using packet soup and mixing with water and putting it in thickeners, what we do here, we use this brand here because it is gluten free. So it's leek and potato I have here, I'm mixing in with the vegetables, so that's about a packet of soup gone in there. Okay, like the packets you get at home in the shop or whatever. Okay, into that I kind of put the same amount again of this actually gluten free flour. So our soup will actually be gluten free, okay? So all you do with that then is, you know, a lot of people just mix in the soup straight at home and they get a very artificial, very kind of packety taste out of it, okay? So I'm just going to add a drop of water into that and I'll show you then how it's done. Mix the flour and the soup together first. Mix the two of them together first before you put in the water into it, because if you put in the water while the flour is on top of the soup mix, your flour will actually go lumpy. So whisk it out like that, and we'll add it into the pot then, okay? Right, you can see our soup's been boiling there for about 40 minutes. It's a nice, a lovely smell coming off. There's the mixed herbs and Bailey's cracked black pepper. There's a bit of chicken stock in it from earlier. If you've vegetarians or vegans in the house, you obviously don't use that. And the vegetables are still staying chunky, they haven't gone into mush or anything, okay? So the soup mix that I've mixed there. Start adding in slowly. Whisking all the time, otherwise it'll form lumps inside. In with the lot. Keep stirring. And rinse out your bowls so you have no waste. You know, if your soup isn't thick enough, you can always add in another little bit of flour or whatever. Depends how you like your soup. During the summer, I think it's nicer to have your soups a bit thinner, and during the winter, to have them a bit thicker or whatever. Okay? Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, that's not how you make soup and everything else. I'm just showing you how to make soup that you'll make it tasty at home. You probably have the packed soup in the press, but rather than just coming along and making just packet soup, this is actually like, you have stock, you have all your vegetables in there, and you have some gluten-free flour and gluten-free soup. So, like, if you see celiacs around in the house, it's fine. Like, you can see the chunky vegetables in that there. Now, we can leave that there like that, okay, as a broth, and it's perfectly fine. If we were leaving it like that, I'd always put in some pearl barley and some lentils, split lentils or whatever, because it gives it more texture, more body, okay? But that is absolutely perfect, beautiful soup. I will let that cook out there for about 10 minutes, and then that's fine, put it in a plastic container. If you like blended soups, it's the exact same thing, the exact same pot, you don't change anything, and you just get your blender in with it, and if you don't have a stick blender, you can put it into a liquidizer or whatever. Okay, so that's our soup there. It's liquidized. right? And you can see that. Lovely consistency, tasty as anything. Look at, you have about 14 or 15 portions of soup there. Keep it in your cold room. It's there, it'll last 3 to 4 days in your cold room, no bother at all. Just to get what you need at a time. You don't eat a lot of it at a time. And that's how to make kind of homemade soup at home. I know everyone will have their own way of doing it and everything else, and that's fine. I'm just showing the people that don't know how to do it, how to do it. Okay? Thanks, guys.